Assalamualaikum. So today is our fourth lecture on pedagogy section. We already covered first three lectures on pedagogy in our previous videos. If you forgot to watch first, you can watch those videos first, then move on towards this video. So in this, we have covered our fourth topic on which is the curriculum planning, which is in the pedagogy section. So let's start. What is curriculum planning? So curriculum planning is basically the study of developing and organizing and implementing educational programs that outline the courses, okay, that outline the courses and content to be taught in the schools. Okay, it involves setting educational goals, okay, educational goals, selecting content and other way. Okay, you can see here, selecting content and designing learning experience and assessing outcomes to ensure that the study student achieve desired learning objectives. So these are called as the learning curriculum plannings. So in which you have to establish the outlines of the course content that to be taught in school. It involves educational goals, setting contents which you have to follow in future, designing learning experiences, assigning outcomes to ensure the students achievement desired. Okay, so what are the key topics in the curriculum plannings? So in curriculum planning, the first one is the curriculum design. What is curriculum design? Basically the structure and organization of so, in curriculum design, the structure and organizations of the curriculum include scope, sequence, and integrations and alignment. Okay, so you can see here in curriculum design, this is integration and alignment. So, in curriculum design, we have to structure and organize the curriculum, which has include scope and sequence and integration and alignments. Okay, and what are the learning objectives? So specific goals that students are expected to achieve by the end of the course of the program. So learning objective must have to be taught. So what the students specific goals at the end of the course of the programs. Next is the content selection. So program crossing appropriate, okay, subject matters and materials to be included in the curriculum. So content selection very crucial, in which you have to choosing appropriate subject matter and the materials to be included in the curriculum. So this all happens in the content selection. Next is the instructional strategies. So, in instructional strategies, methods and approaches used to deliver curriculum and the facilitate to learning. Okay, so this is known as the instructional strategies, how you can deliver your curriculum which you already designed. Next in this assessment and evaluation. So, in assessments and evaluations, techniques for measuring students' learning and curriculum effectiveness. Okay, so these are basically to measure the learning, how students learn and to know their knowledge skills. Okay, curriculum implementation. So you have to now implement your curriculum strategies for putting the planned curriculum into the practical. Okay, to do practical of your curriculum is called as the curriculum implementation. Curriculum evaluation, how you can evaluate your curriculum, outgoing review and assessments of the curriculum to make necessary adjustments and improvements. So you have to evaluate your curriculum. Okay, educational standards, okay, benchmark and criteria set by the educational authorities to guide curriculum developments. Okay, there should be some design criteria and benchmarks, okay, standards. So these are in the educational standards. Next is the differentiation. So adopting the curriculum to meet the diverse needs of all the learner. This is known as the, okay, two needs of the differentiation. Integration of technology in incorporating digital tools. So using the technology of digital tools of learning known as this teacher professional development. Okay, so training and support for educator to effectively implement the curriculum. This is also mentioned. Okay, next is the cultural relevance, ensuring the curriculum is inclusive and reflects the diversity of the students' population. Okay, so this is the cultural relevance. So interdisciplinary approach, combining multiple subjects to provide a more holistic learning experience. Okay, more holistic learning experience. You have to interdisciplinary approach combining multiple subjects. Okay, student-centered learning, basically designing the curriculum around the needs of interest of the student. Centered learning. So some of the interest of the student has to be off that the curriculum has to be designed according to the student's interest. Okay, known as the student-centered learning. Global perspectives. What is global perspectives? That includes international content and viewpoints of the to prepare students for the globalized world. So let's start the MCQs, which are the most repeated past FDE EST pedagogy MCQs. What are the first step in the curriculum planning process? We know that the first step is basically the content selection, no design. So you can see first is the curriculum design. So first of all you have to design the curriculum. Okay, without designing, how you can content selection. Okay, so first in curriculum planning is the curriculum design. Okay, which term describes the specific goals that students are expected to achieve by their end of the learning. So end of the learning, these are the learning strategies or learning objectives. So learning objectives are the basically answer. So which term describes the specific goals that the students have to be achieved at the end of the course. So this must be taught as the learning objectives. These are called, okay, these are called the learning objectives. What is the purpose of curriculum evaluation? So, what is the purpose of curriculum evaluation? To select the content, to assess the curriculum effectiveness, and make improvements. Yes, to assess the curriculum effective, and to if there is some improvement, so you have to evaluate your curriculum according to the context. Okay, so the correct answer is this. The next is which approach focus on combining multiple subjects. So you we know that combining multiple subjects is known as the interdisciplinary approach. Okay, and what does the term scope refers in the curriculum planning? So scope refers basically the order in which the context is taught. No, the depth and breadth of the context to be covered. So this is the correct answer. The scope means the depth and the breadth of the context to be covered. Okay. Which type of assessment is used to measure the student learning at the end of the instructional period? We know that this is the summative assessment, because there are many types of assessment: formative, diagnostic, summative, and criterion reference. So which type of assessment is to measure the student learning and at the end of the instructional period? So this is known as the summative assessment. So at the end of the period, this is known as the summative assessment. Okay, so correct option is option C. What is meant by alignment in the curriculum planning? So alignment is basically align teacher salary. No. Ensure the curriculum align with the learning objectives and assessments. Yes, this one is aligned. Correct. Align school policies. No. Align school. No. So curriculum has to be aligned with the objectives and assessments. So this one is correct option. Okay. Which concept involves adopting the curriculum to meet the diverse need of the learners. So we know that this is differentiation. Okay, which is the main focus of the student-centered learning. So we know that student-centered learning is basically the teacher control our classroom. No, curriculum designed according to the student needs. So this one is the correct answer. Which factor is crucial for effective curriculum amplification? So which factor is crucial for effective? So teacher professional development, teacher student assessment. No. Curriculum evaluation. No. So the perfect is the teacher professional development. If teacher is professionally developed, so they can develop the effective curriculum amplification. Okay, so what does cultural relevance in the curriculum planning entails? Entail Vicky. Okay, so cultural relevance basically means ensuring the curriculum reflects the diversity of the student population. Okay, this is known as the cultural relevance. So ensuring the curriculum reflects the diversity of the students population. Okay, so this should be reflects the diversity of the students population. Okay, which element involve the use of digital tools to enhance the learning experience? This is known as the technology integration. We know that. Okay, the next is which type of learning is characterized by the standard actively engaged a real world project. So real world project, which type of learning is characterized by students actively engaged in real world projects. So in real world projects, this is known as the project based learning. Okay, not lecture based in which teacher focus lecture, though this is not direct and this is not formative, though this should be uh, project based learning. Okay, in which your students actively engaged in the real time projects. Okay, what is the role of educational standard in curriculum planning? So educational standard should be measured, okay, in curriculum planning to focus on the teaching evaluation. No, to provide benchmark and criteria. Yes, to have to standards, you have to benchmark and criteria you have to set. So that's it for this. And which approach and encourages students to explore topics deeply through questioning and speech, through questioning and research. This is, you know, that through questioning, through reasoning, this is known as the inquiry based learning. So that's all for today's lecture. If you need these notes physically, we will provide you. Just leave your comments below. We will drop our WhatsApp number in the description. You can directly contact. You will get this in a sake of very little price. So we will upload upcoming lecture, and our upcoming lecture will be on assessments and evaluation. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.